I'm Dave, and I'm so terrified right now. Oftentimes, I had to strip the part of myself that others don't accept about me. The loneliness, the emptiness that turned to helplessness, that it spiraled to hopelessness. That it came to a point where I was gripped by the desire to just disappear and cease to exist.
Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall and no one?
About the hatred I developed towards myself and the anger that was brewing within me towards God.
Oh, let that lonely feeling wash away. Maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. So when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hand. I know someone will come running, and I know they'll take you home. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, and when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, 'cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again. Lift your head and look around.
Then I heard him say, God loves you just the way you are. I've come to know the truth about God's love and never felt so alive. It was liberating. For the very first time, I am at peace for who I am. I am here today because a total stranger told me God loves you just the way you are.
My coming out story is very boring. I had very special circumstances and I was very lucky. I was 15. I told my mother that I was bisexual and she rolled her eyes and said, "No, you're gay." If you grew up in the ghetto, you're black, they say the worst thing than being a black male in America is being a black gay male in America. So I'm Puerto Rican, black, and Italian, and I'm always grateful about how my life turned out. But I did want to tell the church, the situations that occur where, there's a lot of young, colored individuals who don't get the same privileges as I do, who are closeted for a very, very, very long time because either their family or their friends or everyone they know will turn against them. And the idea of coming out is so difficult because it's not something like me where it's one night I get an eye roll. It's a process, and it's so much easier to avoid that process than to have to deal with it. Maybe you're the only neighbor who's, nice to the immigrant family living down the street. And I feel like recognizing your own experiences and recognizing your own biases that we do have, like Pastor Jen said, we're all broken. And being honest with ourselves about the brokenness helps us help the other broken people.
So we're sitting there watching this on TV, and all of a sudden I hear all the guys in the room start saying, "Ugh, that's disgusting. That's gross." I sat there in the corner of the couch quiet and thought to myself, they're talking about me. I'm disgusting, I'm gross. That's what played in my head, at least. And then a day or two later, I received a Facebook message from one of those friends. It's kind of a touchy subject because I don't want to offend you, but at the same time, in the sight of God, it's not right. And if you're waiting for someone to speak up, then I'm going to be that person. It's not right. Now, to be fair, I responded to her, and trying to get through this. I responded to her, and she responded back and actually apologized for the way she said things, but it didn't change what she thought or what she believed. So again, I hear another message. I'm not right. Tom and Euphemia, I believe with my whole being that God brought you two together to demonstrate his love more fully to the world. As individuals, you have each provided spiritual guidance to me and others just by living as examples of Jesus' love. Together, you have the capacity for even more. I pray that you will keep your faith central in your relationship, that you will keep being vulnerable and brave, caring for others, taking risks, and that in loving each other, you will know God more. Years of hearing negative talk, years of hearing all those things, you're not right, you're disgusting. And here I heard this beautiful message, something very different, something saying that not only are you right just as you are, and that being your true self is life-giving, but it was also life-giving to others. It has been a continued process of coming out. It's been a continued journey, a lot of work, a lot of surrounding myself with supporting and loving people, including Donna, all of you have been a part of that journey and that process. Therapy and having a husband who loves me so much that I've learned another level of God's love through him. And just reinforcing those truths that, I'm not disgusting. Instead, I'm actually God's loved and beautiful and wonderful. No, I'm not wrong. Instead, I'm just right, just as the way God wanted me to be.
I'm not stranger to the dark, so hide away.